Hello, everybody. Brandon's just trying to make noise. He's like, just start. It's fine.
Sorry.
Fine. Just go.
Fixing Josh's lack of preparation.
That is questionable. I'm back with more sleep than last time I was here.
Oh, you had just landed.
I was here, last week, and I was so dead tired that I was just I don't remember anything. So anyway, so hello for another Tuesday. Check in where you're watching from. And we released. So last week we had a release by accident.
No. We
Yes.
talked about this. I said, hey, I'm going to add these photos. They're going to be live.
No. That was on purpose.
Oh.
But then, so all of the panels for the optic based on, they're all available now. They're all on the website. So you can pick whatever color panel you want, regardless if you have an RTR, you have a kit, you want to change it up, you want to have all of them, whatever it may be. But the plan was to get them packaged. We put them on.
No way.
It wasn't a leak.
No way.
So I'll say that I forgot to tell the packaging crew
not to just
put them in there and get them on the site.
Right.
So that's what I told them to do, one of every, like one box of each one, so that we could get going.
Right.
And then, but I just forgot to tell them the fact, like, hey, don't get them added into inventory until we have them all done.
So when I left, I think you left early that day or something. And when I left, I saw, there's a box of orange panels here on the shipping desk. I guess that's all I got done. And took off without realizing that box of orange panels was added to live inventory, ready to ship. And then short drive home, get on Facebook. Panels are all out of stock already. I'm like, no. They're all here.
Oh, yeah.
Don't freak out.
So that was less than it was. We had to do some explaining.
We're still packaging.
We're still packaging.
So
the idea was just to get them up so that people could, get them all at once, whatever. And then that was not the way that it went. So they will all be in stock.
And then that one box of each you told them to pack. Yeah. Before they all got up, one box of throttle therapy sold out.
Yeah.
It's like, no.
The orange sold out. Yeah. Teal is out right now. Even if they're out right now, they'll be back within a day or two, whatever.
Yeah, there's plenty in-house.
Yeah.
We're just getting through it all.
Yeah. So,
good job, Josh.
Exactly.
Smooth release.
Sunflower State Girls. I got to say the orange ones.
Yep.
He actually messaged me on Instagram to say like that they were sold out. I'm like, no, they're just up. They're just going up. And he's like, I just ordered a set of orange. I'm like, what? And that's when I found out.
Realized that we blew through the whole box. So we had it.
Yeah. And the fact that they actually made it onto the website.
When is throttle therapy available to order again?
Just keep watching the site.
They're packing.
They're just going through them. So they'll keep being available just constantly.
So we packed one box of each color, which is a decent amount. And before we finished packing all of them, the first one sold. So throttle therapy was one of the early ones. Orange was one of the early ones.
Got my orange belt.
Yep.
Yeah. So the orange does look so good. Now, there was a couple of people who got red, and they just, when you don't have a frame of reference next to like the orange, they were like, I think I got orange panels. It's just,
with IBOC. Oops.
I'm like, put the stickers on it and see if and then like they match, like, oh, okay, they're the right ones. So it's just like, if you don't have them to see the difference, sometimes it's hard to tell.
I'm going to do some wrenching and all.
What are you doing?
Stuff's in my way.
Brandon likes to use the live feed time as like the time when he gets to like sit down and actually wrench on something
without distractions.
Yeah, like
this is my quiet time.
He's like, "Ooh, I have a dedicated hour that I can."
Like on something. You don't do it on Friday nights. Like, I have a kit to build, and you turn on your camera.
So what does HWO actually stand for? I would tell you, but I can't.
We went back and forth for a long time on what we were going to call that.
And I came up with that in one of the most unclever ways.
Yeah, it means nothing.
It does, but it doesn't actually stand for like 3 words.
Brennan needs to button the map button.
Needs to, yeah.
Oh. I know exactly which. I don't do this ever. Matt will appreciate it. Hey,
The difference is Josh spends more time talking than actually wrenching.
Yeah.
Yes. Josh, what is the best steering knuckles to use on my HD44 in my TOF? The F10 steering knuckles, they're the same as the SCX102 versions used to be. We just have transitioned.
I saw
So we transitioned that. And
halfway.
I changed the name on the website to reflect that, hey, if you've got H10s, D44s, things like that,
A VS410.
VS410
Yeah.
steering knuckle, this is what you use. But I didn't change
However-
the barcoding software. And someone ordered those knuckles and then got
Somebody ordered a set of knuckles and goes, these say SCX2. These won't fit my VS410.
and
Josh's
a bunch
fault.
people who knew were just like, no, they're the same thing. The part number's the same.
Yeah.
But I should have updated that so that everything
Oh,
was
unbutton the top button. Unbutton the rest. Stop with the top button. Yeah, that was uncomfortable.
yeah. I don't know how Matt does it.
I haven't done that since I got married. Now Brandon looks like Matt.
So yeah. Who in the office has glasses like Matt's? Nobody. Somebody
actually, mine are on the way.
You didn't get
Clear?
Dahmer glasses though, did you?
No, but they're like nice Oakleys and they're just clear plastic.
Okay.
Not total matte, but
Yeah.
now I've realized
You're not just trying to show somebody some pictures. Just want to show you some pictures.
No. Yeah, I don't need to wear them. But
yeah, that's why
as
you got them.
The guy's like, the optometrist. Okay, story time. He goes, the closer you get to 40, you're really going to have to start wearing glasses. And then he wouldn't stop saying that, like 40. I'm like, did you look up when my birthday was? Because it was like 3 weeks before mine. I'm like, thanks. Just let it go. I know.
Yeah.
You're already there.
Yeah, I've worn contacts since I was 14.
No,
so.
I mean the old.
Oh, I'm already past
oldness. Yeah.
I know. But I love my Oakley. I had Oakley glasses. That's what I had. My glasses are Oakley, but they were so heavy. I needed the clear ones.
The clear plastic's lighter.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You can tell because there's less in it. But
I like supporting Oakley because when I lived in that area, they would let me go ride the pump track behind the office because the employees were pretty cool. And I got to know a couple of them, got to go in the employee store, got a little tour. That is the coolest facility.
the first time I came and visited California,
I did take you there.
Yeah,
right.
I stayed with Brandon and his wife or girlfriend at the time.
No, we were married.
Oh, were you married?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's right.
Got married and moved.
Yeah. Yeah, and I went out there right after I'd hit the undo button on my
Reset.
Yeah. Hold on. Let's see how
Let's go to California. That'll fix it.
And you took me to that building, which was
Building super cool.
insane.
Old retired tank just sitting in the parking lot.
Hey, what's the K5 Blazer on the shelf up top? That is Brandon's VS410 project with an old Pro Line Blazer body from the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Mid 2000s. Mid late.
2007 or 8.
Yeah. 7, 8, 9.
I forget what year I brought it to Moab, and it was fresh.
You brought it to Moab in 2008. Because the first we crawled in Moab.
That was at Potato Salad.
That was a Potato Salad Hill, yep. And that's when I watched the first my first Toyota tumble down a hill.
Oh yeah. Yard sale.
Like
was it
yeah.
in the bowls or was it?
It was on Potato Salad.
Salad.
On
Yep.
Potato Salad Hill.
Okay, because who was it from RC Crawler that had that like super clean silver 4Runner and flopped in the bowls?
Oh, in the hot tub?
Hot tub, yeah.
I can't remember. I think that was the same year that Wheelchair
Also yard sale.
yard sailed everything in the back of his not so nice
Yeah.
silver Toyota. People who remember old screen names.
Yeah.
We had some early 2000 spec Eibach Oakleys in our old giveaway stash.
Oh, interesting.
Those are going to be the minutes. Remember the
Yeah.
yeah. Oakley minutes. Pretty sure I had a couple of that. There we go. Hoping Schumacher get their stock this week so I can get a Phoenix hit. Yeah. I'm not sure what their current orders are, but yeah. Schumacher distributed in the UK and some of Europe, been super helpful. So hopefully everything is looking good on that side for you guys.
Baja Designs wrap for the optic, please. I'm down for that.
Oh, Baja Designs and Moto Built wrap for the. That's actually both cool companies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea at all. Those are great ones.
Or
Moto Build is Dan DeBow, is that right?
I don't
Is that
remember
the
his
other
name.
name? I still wear Ray-Bans. No, Ray-Bans. Nice glasses. Let's see.
I really dig these tool holders Bob made for us.
Yeah,
Bob's watching.
Yeah, Bob printed us some.
I appreciate this organization, even though I'm ruining it right now.
Some tool holders that have a particular design.
All the tools are out of them currently.
Yeah, exactly.
Making a mess. Oh. We should. Perfect. Also a larger one. I'll just take it off so you don't drop it.
Yeah. I'm not sure where he found that specifically, but that sounded like somebody shooting one of those orb.
I was
Orby
wondering
guns.
what that was going to sound like while we're live. Did you guys hear that? Let us know if you could hear that.
Yeah,
noise.
but that's little.
It did sound like an Orby. Yeah. We may or may not say what that noise is.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, that would be fun. People would just start
Oh, I know.
making it go off.
We'll see if they can.
No,
hear.
can't hear it.
can't
Okay,
I didn't
good.
figure this is a pretty good mic setup. So
Made us stop and
I was wondering what it was. It sounded like someone was like shoot one of those things at my window.
that's funny.
Josh ignores ship mat stuff. There's actually I know where the box is. I can see it from here.
Wait, didn't you ship them the buggy back already?
Yeah, but there was a bunch of other things that also, and I forgot about that. So he didn't get the rest.
When are
of
the
it.
hoodies coming in? When did we talk about hoodies? I wore a sample
Yes,
because it was cold that day. And
could
it happened to be
be-
on a Tuesday.
Could be by next week. There's a possibility.
Like we'll have them on the site.
Yeah,
You guys should know us by now.
yeah. We shall see.
Let me check tracking.
Yeah.
We're checking
We're checking.
because I've been meaning to check this.
Oh, I have a 1996 Oakley Romeo, serial number 51. The Romeo were the all metal ones, right?
So
Or those were the Juliet. What was the one that came over the head? Remember those?
yeah. They had those in the museum like public area.
Yeah.
They had all the cool stuff like that.
Yeah, the Romeo. I remember the Romeos. Those were cool. I had to Google them real quick to make sure I was remembering. right.
UPS doesn't have possession of your package yet. Maybe they didn't scan it. Maybe
Hopefully by next week.
there was that noise again.
The zeros. That was. I forgot him.
We're gonna get so much wrenching done while you're talking today.
Are you? What are you actually doing? You have a VFD? Okay.
So I didn't feel
standard-
like opening a kit to get the transmission I needed out of an optic kit. So I have one of my old test optics, and it is kind of stripped down because I started to like this is actually pretty fun to crawl with.
Right.
I have a crawler course in my backyard where some very specific lines I know are easy or difficult. VRD walked right up them. VS410 struggles. So I started tweaking an optic to drive those same lines just because it's fun to have the hard body on it and do that stuff. So I finally decided I'm going to rebuild that truck. So old RTR spec transmission. I want lightweight gears. I'm putting a fusion.
Full build.
Got a fusion, machined, post, lightweight gears. I'm going to try to do all that right now.
That makes sense.
Yep, that's what I'm doing. But yeah,
I like it.
I think we should build some crawler spec optics.
Yeah, I enjoy
Yeah,
crawling the.
max out the steering, weight bias, dial them in because they're fun.
Yep. The
Something different about driving a hard body
I
buggy,
mean, I love driving buggies.
even
Buggies
when it's not as capable. It's just so.
Buggies just drive more fun to me in general. It doesn't matter plastic
Is it an
cage,
appearance
metal
thing,
cage.
or
I think it's just the fact like it's more of like everything about that. The structure is rigid.
yeah,
So when it leans on something, like you know it,
you hit it, you can pivot off.
You're
of it.
watching a rock climb the A pillar, and you know when it's going to snag.
So lightweight. So with the lightweight gear set from the VRD, I'm going to get 21% drive as well. So I'm doing that, and then the lightweight front gears, a Fusion. These gears will no problem hold up to the Fusion power.
Optic Pro kit. Is that kind of what you're building? Well, you're not doing
Pro
that.
doesn't necessarily
Yeah,
mean performance.
Right.
The optic kit is already pretty well spec'd, other than aluminum axles.
So you're just kind of building it like the kit is.
I'm building it like the kit.
Yeah. Got it.
Versus
with 21%.
but with and lightweight gears. And the opposite of what you wanted. When I said I was going to do a machine motor plate like 5 years ago when we were developing the VFD, Josh goes, it should be brass.
I said
No,
that it would. I bet you it would sell better if you made a half brass one.
So I made a lightweight. That's what it was. I designed the lightweight motor plate, and Josh goes, "That's not a good idea." I'm like, "Yeah, that's up high in the chassis. Lightweight motor plate, more performance." Josh goes, "Make it brass." I can't. I just can't do it.
I know. It's like I won't.
We still haven't done it.
No.
But yeah, I now kind of understand.
Yeah. You know what I. I'm not saying it's what I would rather run. I'm just saying I know what would sell better.
Or that it's a good idea.
Yeah.
It is not
a good idea. I was like, you could make it
brass
on the bottom,
bearing plates,
and everything. Yeah.
Oh, ETA on H10 knuckles.
Oh, yep. More going up. I think I saw more go up.
Knuckles? Nope.
No?
Not yet. They're not even on the site yet.
Oh, really?
We realized we weren't making them fast enough. And Jim spent the entire day adding that program to another machine so we can double production on them. And that way, when we release knuckles, we have enough knuckles. So,
got you. Okay.
So he actually walked in while we were eating earlier and said, "Hey, got to get these test fit. Same knuckle made on a new machine. So we have to test fit them again."
Gotcha. Okay. So
yes, they're in full production, but got to make sure we have enough of them. And I need to take photos, and we need to get them plated.
Right. Gotcha. I've seen them. I thought they were.
Yep. No, not yet. Where are?
Yeah. There's the.
Off the original machine that's making them.
Yeah. So now it's we
need more.
So how a lot of our machines work is that, it's a CNC machine. You guys have seen videos on the internet, but they have automation. So there's material, like you see a video of someone opening a door and putting material in. Ours will have a loader system that's off to the side that may have a bunch of, they're called pallets that have material already loaded. So the machine just waits, the robot comes in, takes one pallet out, puts another one in, machine keeps going. That way it's all automated. There isn't a stop for somebody to go unload and reload. It goes while we're not here, continues going like that. And then you just have to juggle what jobs are going on which available pallets. And therefore, it's just a matter of prioritizing how many of one thing you want, what you need to take off in that case. And now we put it in on yet another machine to help increase that, increase how many times those pallets go in per day in total.
Based on how well the aluminum axles are doing, we can't release these knuckles until we have more. And they're a perfect fit on the plastic housing, like Josh is showing.
Yep.
Which is how I will build this crawler H10, because on the rocks that I drive on, I prefer the plastic.
Yep.
Because it's just a homemade course with a bunch of jagged rock.
It is quite jagged. Are 310s dead? 310s are currently discontinued.
Are they out of stock?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yep. I put discontinued on the website.
So that fresh set I have
missed.
It's right there.
No, I can almost touch it.
It's a big trash can too.
It's 8 inches from my fingertips.
I have a fresh set of 310s on a stance I was going to use to test something. Maybe I take those off
Yeah, right.
since I can't get them anymore. Sad.
So, yeah. Would they ever release different color bodies for the optic? We have 8 total body colors already, which I think is more than you can probably buy for almost any other platform.
Yeah,
So,
what were we thinking?
So yes, we did and have and already, already
In stock. Most of them are in stock. If they're not in stock, they will be soon.
Yep. So yeah, there's lots and lots of versions. And then if you wanted to, it's like if you just like, oh, I want to paint one, you can still paint. Like I would go with the gray or just paint your existing black or blue or whatever. And you just scuff it, shoot with a primer, and then paint if you want to paint it like a normal car. So I've done it and I don't like to paint.
That's right, you
I
did.
did it twice even.
Yeah.
So I've spent more time painting hard body optics than anything else. What's the pictures behind you? Last week, you remember, maybe you remember, we went through a call it a time capsule, a suitcase time capsule that was found in a storage unit. And it had a bunch of like samples of old phones that VP used to make and some wheels.
Transmission was packed full of grease, and I'm getting it.
I must have built that. Anyway,
Such a mess.
also in that suitcase were some printed photos. That's how old you can tell it is. They were actually printed out. That is, I believe, I can't remember, 4 or 5 SLW wheel design.
That's a 4. I believe.
Is that a 4? Yeah. And then below is
prototype servo mount design that never,
yeah, that's
as
like
far as I know.
a first.
Jim would know if he made that design or not.
Well, it didn't make it to production. It was one of the photos of the servo armor before it came out.
And what were these photos used for?
When I don't know.
Steve said he would bring them to trade shows. Like, here's parts we're working on.
Yeah, and I mean there wasn't many trade shows.
RCX maybe? Was he hitting RCX back then?
Yeah,
go to dealers.
Yeah, things like
introduce
that.
the brand because Vanquish product. Nobody know who Vanquish product was then.
People had no interest in carrying Vanquish products.
Crazy,
quite some time. Like it was. Yep.
Oh yeah, and like rock crawling and scale trucks wasn't even on the radar of any of these shops.
It was like a laughing kind of stock of
fad.
The industry did not. They were hard against it. Really, did not like it. Didn't see it having any purpose or point. And I mean, to some extent, like the rock crawling upside, it did. Yeah. It was. I mean, it was around for a while. I think longer than most of those people thought.
Yes,
would have been. But
I mean, it's still around.
It's still like even in areas of things that die, like drag racing is pretty much dead. But it still happens.
Yeah,
it happened long before it was super popular, just on this real small stage.
I almost forgot the back bearing.
Oh,
that would have been
so good.
That would have been.
Oh, it would have made my day.
Take the whole thing apart again.
Scarn rings in 2.2. Is there any plan on that? The IFRs for the 2.2s that will expand into some of those other styles. So yes, there are plans. Hashtag comp crawling is not dead. It is not dead. It is still around. I need to actually finish mine.
What is it?
I've got a.
Was it the deluxe?
Yeah, it's a. I don't remember what they call it. Asylum? No, mercenary, something like that. See, I'm not the only one who forgets that, Barry.
Josh forgets it every time. I've never done it. Almost did it.
Yep. They completely removed our crawler competition at Motorama and replaced it with RC drag racing. It'll probably go back the other way here soon.
Now it'll just be all scale.
Yeah, exactly. Any ideas when more 1.9s are coming in stock? Just constantly. You just got to. All that stuff is in constant production. You just have to keep watching. That's all it is. It's just all those machines still run all day, every day, and it's just a matter of when they come through, go to plating, get packaged, get on the site. So different styles, different colors, constantly. I don't think I've ever seen Josh build a trans and not forget it at least for a few minutes. Yeah. Yep. Wait, look down. 1, 2, 3. Take it apart. Take it apart.
Why is that? What is it about that? You just don't, because I think it's because you mentally move on to the next shaft. So you put the
something about it that I just move on. Will we ever see the VFD twin reused in the future on another platform, or is it determined to be more of a niche and remain an option?
Well, the Phoenix kit currently is the only kit you can, and the Phoenix RTR is included as well.
Correct. Those both still use it.
Yep. And those are both still live products.
Right. So I mean, I don't think it's not going away.
No, we had some initial, it's a complex transmission. So once we got past the initial teaching people what it does, how to set it,
why it's a thing.
Yeah. So at first, it wasn't as successful as I thought it was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
And then the buggy stuff started happening, and all of a sudden we're out of stock on twin transmissions. Blew through them.
Yeah.
And so I brought more. We reordered, brought more in, blew through those. So are we out of stock right now?
Ooh.
There's more coming.
Yeah.
I have more on order if we are out of stock. So, but as far as being used in a future kit or RTR,
just check.
It's nice to have it in our arsenal, having this family of product,
sold out currently.
F10 axles and all the different axle types, the different VFD types. It's pretty fun to brainstorm with the guys on what our next platform can be and how we spec it. So yeah, I would like to use the twin again.
Yep.
In something. But
my optic kit has a full machine twin. Yeah.
Yep.
It is nice that it still fits within that same thing, even though how much functionality it has inside.
So did you put the lightweight gears in the front case of the twin? I've been meaning to do that on my Phoenix since we released those gears.
Oh.
Just those front two. That's why we decided to sell.
Yeah, to sell them separate. Because you cut almost an ounce out of that trans with just that.
Oh, I already installed them. They're in here. No package. Remember when I almost forgot that bearing? That's where they went. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good upgrade for the twin as well.
I've been watching the twin restock for an optic product. Yeah. So
sorry, they're coming.
We'll see those before too long.
We can't, it's so hard to forecast the demand of something.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden buggies become popular, and there was this cool mod to flip the motor to the rear and use the twin as a
smart guy. Can the sway bar be used on the optic with rear steer?
You would have to you'd run into tire clearance when you're steering into those arms.
Yeah, that would be
because those arms are wider than your lower links, and if you're hitting the lower links,
I don't even know if you could fit them, because normally you'd mount them to the outside of the shocks, right?
Right.
I don't think that you could. Honestly, though, I don't think that I would suggest a sway bar and four-wheel steer. I think that the four-wheel steer is going to give you the control that you're looking like. I don't often find a huge use for the sway bars in these kits.
Use the wrong shaft.
Use the rear output. Use the rear output. Take it apart.
Take it apart. See if I missed the bearing.
Best day ever.
I'm like, what is my? I don't know how you build kits and read and talk live.
I just
I mean, I've done this a million times.
Uh-huh.
I've never done that though. Wow. I shouldn't have said anything. Why are you taking that apart? I'm not going to finish a gear swap before this is like.
Oh, that's, I mean,
wow.
oh my God.
I did it on purpose.
Yeah,
Comedy.
totally.
Totally did it on purpose.
You should watch him build Legos. Like, oh, I
Ooh.
tell you what, I've done that. I did that on a live video.
I remember that.
It was the
Yeah.
most painful thing. I hated it so much, and I was getting so frustrated. I didn't want to beat it. Oh, it's just my ears were bright red. Oh, it's the worst.
You should try to do it live with my 7-year-old and watch him just get distracted and
Stop. Pay attention. Yeah. Does the H10 actually use the F10 third member? Yes, it does. The same third member is used on the H10s
Yes.
and
That's
F10s.
right. We need to update that product description.
Did I not?
No, it was a discussion, and then you just were like, that's done.
Like, good idea. Moving on.
Jeez.
I like where your head's at. Cool. What's for lunch?
There's the third member.
Those
They
are
say
the-
F10 right
Those
there.
are the aluminum ones, though.
Yeah, but still,
you know, boy,
they need to say
that's
F10, H10.
plastic one. Yeah, no, I agree. Definitely, we need to get that updated. I need to get that updated.
That looks like the right shaft now.
Proper length and all. Look at that. No hole where it doesn't need to be. Why was there no G10? You know,
That wouldn't be.
F10.
How did we land on
so
H10?
F10 was like
hydro.
F9
That's right.
that we used before, which kind of came from the Curry side. F10, we're just like, that's 10 scale. F10. We'll go with F10. And then the H was because of the hydro style steering.
It was going to be like a F10 hydro or something.
Right. But then we decided to just go.
New family of axles.
With-
They use the same parts. Not confusing.
Yeah, exactly. No. Marketing geniuses over here in the engineering side. Of things.
Actually, I'm very pleased with H10 Optic.
Oh, yeah.
I think that worked out well.
I think
we
you and
spent
I-
so much time.
You
on
and I sat here in this room and came up
Oh.
with that. We had mood boards and like, how does this name make me feel? I'm trying. What'd you? Oh, that's the output shaft. Why did you not put it in at all? You forgot the pin.
I'm gonna go get something to drink.
What is wrong with you? Do you smell burnt toast?
Just gonna hit the reset button. Here.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's been a long day.
Oh my god. Ah,
Jeez. What were we doing?
yeah, you were still trying to build
I'm just.
with alcohol involved in the name at all. Not even a little bit, just
No.
a lot of espresso. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Man, that's
What did I do? Oh, there's the pen.
dude.
How did that happen?
Oh, I
Found-
would have if I could.
I
have
found the
managed.
pen just chilling.
Yeah, you put it on the wrong side. I don't even know.
I don't even. It must have slid out.
Oh, you know how it happens is that this gear can come forward through that,
And then it just went. Whoop.
and then it
Yep.
falls down, and
Yep. Until I had the bearing plate on.
because it's not that big fat stock. gear.
Right.
Why not why optic? Why not binocular or something?
Yeah,
It-
that
it-
rolls off the.
Yeah. A lot of times Brandon or somebody else will come up with a name and I go, most people can't spell that. I look at this.
Even though he says that, he doesn't get his way. Phoenix,
Not
Fordyce.
I look at our search bar and like in the backside of the website and just see all the different ways that people spell things. And then I'll like add those to the search terms
Oh.
for items on the website. And
No
sometimes
wonder you don't get anything.
sometimes I find a new one. And I'm like, guys, come look at this. Come look at this. like the FEENIKS or Phoenix. It was a FEEKNIX.
Hey, don't make fun of our customers.
I was like, wait, it's like, was this a weird voice to text
Yeah.
or what happened? So, yeah, that
Okay.
was
Pin in place. Good. Third time's the charm.
so
Whoop,
yeah.
Whoa. Forgot my flathead.
Oh, Phoenix, isn't it?
Yeah. Phoenix? Is that what he said? I
Yeah.
like that one. You have that one?
I don't think
I don't think you have that.
I think I've talked about looking at the search stuff before,
Oh, yeah.
and then I've gone like the next day, like it's just been a reminder, and I'll go back
And
look.
people
And
started
people
doing
have just like added the dumbest stuff in the search bar, and it's like I'm like, real funny.
Thanks, guys. Something Jim and I would probably do.
The optic. It sounds like something at the dentist office.
Yeah. All right.
So
We're in business. Pin's going in.
finally made it, huh?
What time is it?
Oh,
you
shoot,
forgot that.
3:37.
Wow.
Sorry, Facebook.
Time's
Or
flying
you're
by.
welcome, Facebook. If you're on Facebook, we do the first 30 minutes typically on there, and then the full hour is on YouTube. So jump over to the YouTube channel, check out Vanquish products on there, subscribe on there, and then you won't have to do this whole switching thing. Otherwise, we'll see you guys next Tuesday.
But since
If you're on
were
YouTube, though,
having so much fun.
hang around. There we go.
All right. Look how far we've gotten. Phoenix. Jeez.
So yeah, there's always the fun little things.
It is
there.
nice that these lightweight gears have the shaft and like the idler gear as well.
Oh, yeah, it saves you
Switching,
all
right?
the time that
All-
you wasted on everything else.
Yeah. Very clear which one is the rear output.
Right. Yeah, that's nice.
I still remember watching you install a VFD dig for the first time and not realizing like
No,
how it went together and that you had to like flip the gear around. So did you see what I did on the lightweight? Have you?
that's what I built it on.
Was it with lightweight?
It was with lightweight, and while I was installing it, you were just like, "Ooh, actually, I haven't done that one yet. Let's hope that it."
yeah, that's right.
And I did it, and you're like, worked.
Yeah. No, I mean, there's a long time sometimes between CAD and sampling stuff to actual customers building it. I'm like, wait, what did the instructions say?
Yep.
Did I do that right?
Battle 2.2 battle burns. We upped production on one of the machines for that today.
Back rings. Yeah.
Back on the one of the parts that was the part that was slowing us down the most. So those will be increased as well. We did some remanaging of priorities on jobs. So those you'll see those more often now.
So the same machine that makes the back ring for the 2.2 tanks, which is a 6-hole pattern, also makes the back ring for Riots and BBWs, which are 4-hole.
Correct.
So we just had to switch priorities around a little bit there.
Yep. Increase those so that we could roll through more of those.
The wheels are here. They're in production.
We just
Quantities aren't high enough.
We need more back rings so that they stay in stock for longer when they get here. So yeah, he is making more mistakes than Josh does on a 3-hour live feed. Yes,
dude. What is going on?
Hey guys, having an issue putting a raw 800 LP in my VS book and builder skip 20 milli servo and hit the chassis rails, causing the servo not to swing fully. Any idea what I'm doing wrong?
Not doing anything wrong.
Every servo manufacturer can have different dimensions and offsets from the face of where it mounts to the output. Sometimes servos are just tighter in some ways than others. The easiest in that case, since it's already too tight, what you need to do is you need to take a millimeter or so off of the actual plastic part of the chassis.
Look at that.
Something that I've had to do before myself. Usually you can do it even just in the front if you want to call it lazy, call it efficient, whatever you would like to say. But you just take a little bit of material off, and you're probably hitting just a little bit. That's all you need
Do you have a hammer in here? Bearing fit's a little tight.
So take a little bit of material off. It'll set that down and you'll be off to the races. But it's just the amount of variation between
I'm serious.
servos.
I really want to finish this.
You should go faster. What's wrong with you?
That bearing fit. I'm going to email Michael. That one right there.
I
Push
see
it
that.
down on the shaft.
I'm just taking it out first.
You're going to drop all the pins.
Yeah. On purpose.
Where's that 8mm pin?
No. There you go.
That's a tight fit, huh?
What'd you do?
I may have already buggered it.
Yeah, you probably
got it
did,
a little.
right?
Yeah.
You're bad at this whole live feed thing. Oh, there you go.
Thank you. That's what I was going to do. I didn't want to make all that noise.
You're just making all that noise talking about it, not getting it done. Let's talking about it a little more.
Thanks,
A
Josh.
little more being about it. Shaft is in backwards. Yeah.
That's perfect. I just had that bearing just cocked a little and bound up. Do we have grease?
I know we do.
I know.
Clean it. Oh, right here. I think I need a bubble top for my H10. That way I can make a Wild Willie head fit.
Oh, yeah. That would be rad.
Oh.
I mean, the
Live stream
panels
discount
are
code this
ABS.
week.
I bet if you heat it up and just pushed
Yeah.
and then just screwed it down.
You do it like one of those Craft Panda 5-minute crafts.
Yes,
Video.
yeah. Exactly.
You can do it with a Coke bottle. You take this for some reason. Drinking game. Every time they say shaft, we drink.
Oh, yeah. Been talking about a lot of
Oh, goodness. Handed him the Loctite. No, I did not. Although
Did you do that live?
No.
Oh, okay.
Do you remember when you and I built our
Oh, yeah.
very first sample kit?
Oh, yeah.
though? Like
It was a Phoenix kit because
Yeah.
the Origin Pro and Ultra
did not come with it. So it was our very first sample kit of the Phoenix. And so this would have been 2020, the end of 2020.
Yeah.
And
You need,
we both were sitting there and we built them both at home, each of us.
you need some blue lock,
And
right?
we came back from the next day and was just like, hey, did you accidentally put grease on the 6 bolts of the because it's blue? I'm like, yeah. And then you had to go to grease the gears because that was like the next step. And you're like, oh no. It's just
Both spools are well greased.
yeah. I don't think they ever came loose. It's fine.
Oh man, yeah, that was funny. And we did. Why did we suddenly decide to? I don't know. We came across something else and then realized. Did you do that too? Yeah.
Yeah, that's when we
It was late. Where's my shaft? Did you take
I
that
swear
from
to
me
God, I did not.
when you were banging on it?
No, I did not.
I have no.
I did not. I'm not kidding in the slightest.
I give up.
Did I? No. What did you do?
Well, I was throwing parts I don't need back in this bag.
I see it.
Now that they're greased. No more story time. Quiet. Don't talk to me.
Not gonna lie, I'm kind of impressed. Live builds aren't for everybody. It's not as easy as it looks. What do you guys use for shock oil? Crawler build and comp build. I prefer sardine oil.
I should have just let that one slide.
Yeah, you should just put it to the side. That's I think I run.
Thank you guys for the encouragement.
Yeah.
Comments.
I forget a little Barry. Brandon loses his entire mind.
I was like, is this going to be enough for me to wrench on during this live feed? I'm not going to finish.
But for shock oil, I use it
And
just
who's the
depends on,
engineer?
yeah, it just depends on what I'm building or what I'm working on. I use a lot of 30 and 40 weights. I still like those. I know Brandon runs usually a little bit heavier than I am.
Don't talk to me.
Brandon has to concentrate, everybody.
I don't know if we're talking about grease or shock oil, but
Oh god.
and it spun so smooth too.
Josh forgets a bearing. Brandon says, hold my adult beverage.
Jeez. It has been a long day.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. That's going to be fantastic. Josh, when you for build be a build. Oh, are you going to race 25 season at Rescue? Racing a whole season sounds a little ambitious, I'd say.
It's quite the commitment.
But no, you didn't. He didn't forget the shaft. It's in there, but it's another front shaft. It's cold outside.
Oh no.
Brandon built an innie.
This stuff's easier in CAD.
I just, you thought you were on such a roll. Brandon's designing the parts. It's like,
That explains why I couldn't find the pin. Because it's on the shaft. Okay.
yeah, I would have felt like you would have noticed the gear just rolling around.
Right. I greased it. I spun it. Everything was good.
The new stubby kit. Yeah.
Oh no.
Don't pick on him. He's new.
Jeez. Oh.
Oh my god.
You know what? Someone's gonna make it. Our new T-shirt designer is gonna have a heyday with this one. Already see
It's a lowercase rear transmission output. Just
yeah. Oh no, the memes this Friday.
yeah, you're screwed. Brandon built an innie.
Oh, I
Oh.
can't. I'm crying.
You somehow made a standard VFD build take an hour.
Yeah. I haven't even got the posts or the motor plate on yet.
Oh,
Oh, does that look right?
Yep. Right.
Literally had me in tears laughing.
Optic with a 9-inch wheelbase.
I mean, yeah.
Uh,
I looked over when I was laughing and you were red.
yeah, I noticed on the screen. I was like, uh-oh.
Oh, no.
2 millimeters is a lot, right? Oh, God. I just...
Yeah.
I feel like we all should just cheer you on through the rest of this.
I feel like
This is your...
the next time Michael gets an email about something not fitting right, I'm going to have to feel for him.
Yeah.
Go watch this live feed.
I was in the pool.
Oh,
Yeah, it's coming out. There you go.
Yeah.
Poking out now.
look at that. Oh, yeah.
It's been a week. It's fine.
Once you guys know what we were doing today, you'll understand.
Every day is an adventure here, folks.
Man, I lost the cap to this grease.
Right here. Thank you. Here you go. You gotta look behind things sometimes, as Nicole says to me when I say it's not, when I say it's not in the refrigerator.
Yeah, I know.
Like, we're out of that.
The refrigerator's deep right there.
Oh, never mind. So yeah, for anybody who is joining late and cannot understand the ridiculousness, we did go over the fact that all of the optic body panel sets are now released in all of the colors. If any of them are currently out of stock, like the throttle therapy and possibly the orange, they will be back in stock in the next day or so. So if you want to change any of that. Also, the color matched grill options are also available. So even if you got a kit that you love the color of and you want a matching color HWO grill, then you can pick up that matching color grill. So check that out. Those are all added to the website. Yeah, and like I said, if any of them are currently sold out, they'll be back up in a day or so. So they're just going through, packing, keeping going. How much consideration needs to be made to fit H10 axles on the sand? It's a great question.
Been actually meaning to do that because it shouldn't take much at all.
It should not. We just want to confirm. So we'll probably try. We'll try and do that here.
Upper link length, the front upper links on the H10 kind of reach over a bit more. I think that would be the only.
Yeah. So
we'll
try and do that here in one of these weeks, and we should really come up with something so that we're not doing this thing that we did every week. Like, hey, what are we talking about this week? Like,
yeah, no, that is a good build. Yep.
So maybe we'll try and get that in there.
Ooh, we'll do that when the knuckles are ready.
Fire it in there.
We'll release the knuckles and do that at the same time.
Yeah. Will we see horizontal style grill in the colors? No.
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 No. No. So there you go. I thought I was cool with my color match 3D printed throttle therapy grill. Didn't even realize they were coming. Yep. We got that one, got those made as well. Leaks, not this week.
Today? I've been too busy.
Yeah. Like Brandon's been avoiding. It almost seems like he
forgot to put my fusion in.
You can force it in there.
Can you force the fusion in there?
You can give it a little
aluminum motor plate though.
It's fine. Just give it a little.
Oh yeah, that's right. I have done this before.
Yeah, just push.
Hold on to your.
Okay, done. See, safe. How about stance portals to the H10? Yes, you can also do that. You do need to switch to well, let's see. You can either switch to a chassis mounted servo setup and 3-link with panhard, or
the BTA servo.
You can run a BTA servo mount and do a 4-link still.
Yes.
You can do either version of that, but yes.
Not a direct bolt on. You're gonna have to play with the links again.
Play with links, things like that, but it is possible. So 28 millimeter horns. Yeah, those I need to check on where that's at.
You announced that?
Yeah, we talked about
it. You leaked it?
We talked about that last week. Yeah. Not a new leak. Just it's still leaky. I don't think we had one in here. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember if I've seen one yet.
It's like this, but longer.
Oh, I can visualize.
Yeah. But yeah, not that bad. Code for the week: Brandon's botched transmission.
It's perfect.
2.2 foams. Are we?
Oh,
we are not.
I should get on that.
Yeah,
that and the 4.5 1.9s for the Geolander XATs.
Yes.
Been a little busy building transmissions. I will get back to the normal work schedule shortly.
We got 5 minutes left though.
So yeah.
Let's see. If Brandon can set
this trick.
Oh, this is Bart's trick.
Yeah, thank you, Bart. If you want to center your spur gear onto that adapter plate, use the cross wrench. Line it on that nut, and then when you line up the holes, you know your spur gear is perfectly centered because the bore of that is 10. The larger cross wrench is 10 mil.
Yep. The H10 fits stance but needs a stubby kit, also in custom links. The grill isn't included in the panel set. The stock grill is included in the panel set. So it's a black grill. All of the panel sets got the same color originally because that's how they're made. That's why like the kit comes that way. But the color matched ones are done separately. So that's why they are that way. But So a stock black grill comes with all of the body sets currently.
Just like the same way the kits come.
Exactly.
So it's a replacement body set.
Yep. And then there was another question up here. Where did it go? That was a good one. It said, oh, there it is. What's the best way to apply optic panel decals? Results will, of course, vary with this. I have done it a couple of ways. I've done the Windex method and then put the sticker over that and then squeegee it out. But I also have had pretty decent luck with just applying it and slowly working the whole decal on with a squeegee to get it without any bubbles. The Windex method is a little bit more forgiving. It also just seems like more work. So,
right. Yep. I usually apply them dry.
Yeah,
I've had enough practice.
Yeah, agreed. You just got to find like a good reference edge and start with that. Like the back of the hood is a good one to start. Center
And
it.
don't start in the middle.
Yeah, no.
Start on an edge. Make sure you don't drop the whole decal down.
Start on one edge
and then work it.
Go all to the other side and then work down the hood. So since you know that back edge is a good reference to go from, and the rest of them are kind of hard to really get as an alignment. So little things like that. Start with something you know is the outer, limit of the actual wrap itself.
My transmission's done. Ooh, look at that.
3 minutes to spare. No code this week. I did not create a code this week. I'll come up with something for next week. Oh, come on.
Maybe some transmission parts to celebrate the completion.
Yeah, to have it, and then make Brandon take apart his transmission again. Float them on with Windex, YouTube floating wraps. Yeah, that's the way. These stickers are just like they're pretty small. So the Windex method is always what I've used on like larger wraps, but these I felt like I didn't need to, so I didn't go that way.
I'm glad I'm not reading all the comments and being made fun of.
Yeah, you are.
Or welcome for the entertainment.
You've had enough practice building transmissions.
Yeah.
Also.
Yes. Look, I'm picking up after myself. Too.
Oh, good for you. So we've got 2 minutes left. Anything else you got left in there? And we'll wrap this thing up. I've got.
Sorry.
I hate. Why do you like these?
How much was left over, Brandon?
In screwdriver mode?
Because they store nicely on the table.
I'll give you that.
Okay. I'm trying to clean up. It was left. This was very clean when we showed up today.
Yeah, it doesn't affect me at all. I don't know why I have that. Or this. You handed me that. This is mine.
Yes. The build
We
on.
need to get back to that.
Yes, we do. Mine looks great.
Yeah. I need to get mine that done.
Did we show this off before?
Yeah.
Yes, that was when we released the axles.
Yeah.
That's back.
Yeah.
I let a photographer borrow it for a little bit, so we'll have some cool content.
Right. So the all carbon. It's been cool to see them continue to pop up. I saw one on eBay yesterday.
Oh, I don't think I've seen that
It
yet.
was an unbuilt kit in the box with the carbon panels. I think
Nice.
yesterday it was up to like $750 or $800. So
Too bad we don't know which ones have the carbon panels.
but
Yep, they are unmarked.
it does look fantastic with that. So yeah. So there we go. That's gonna do it for the week. Appreciate everybody. Thanks for watching. See you next Tuesday and
Thanks, guys. See ya.
week 75 next week.
Thanks.
Yeah. All right. Later, guys.